Clear your voice or throat.
Let me clear my throat.
Good morning. Oh. Happy Friday to
everybody say hello to Rob.
You're very off-center.
People are going to be like, you guys are not practicing social distancing. You're not doing it.
You guys, you have to see my shirt.
She saw a dog.
Sorry,
she's late. We're late. We're actually late. She saw a dog. She actually saw a Rob. Hi, Rob.
I sent you one thing of audio that we need. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Please.
I
have something to say, but I'm going to say it later.
Okay.
Thousands of people are watching.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. That'd probably be a good idea.
I forgot what I just put in the description of this that we were talking about. Oh, I know. So we were going to talk about our new favorite person, Rion.
Chanel. Her name is Chanel.
From OAN. You guys, if you have not seen the video of her asking her question in the presser yesterday, it was fantastic.
It was really good. Yeah. OAN is going to be a force to be reckoned with, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. And it's on our website. If you haven't seen it, our writer Liberty did a fantastic write-up about it. And she essentially has had it, just like we have, with everybody like, you can't call it the Chinese virus, it's so mean. She is just like, I don't know why everybody cares about the Chinese Communist Party right now and appeasing their feelings. Yeah. This is crazy talk.
Take all the seats.
And she was fantastic. And for her efforts, some asshole in the press corps anonymously left a note on her desk in the basement, which is, I guess, where they get ready, saying, do you think your question helped stop the spread of the coronavirus?
No, but focusing on the semantics... It does.
As if 28 questions asking if the Chinese virus is a racist term.
That's helping to stop the spread of coronavirus.
I can't.
I swear to God, the liberal media they just need to take all the seats.
She was phenomenal. And if you haven't seen it, you have to see it. You got to go out.
And it's interesting because when she first asked the question, or when Trump called on her, Trump was like, "Wait, OAN? Like, I don't know if he
loves OAN. Yeah, he's tweeted about them a ton.
But I think he was just like, wait, they're here. They're asking. I think he was like, oh my God, like they're asking questions. They're here asking a question. This is. I think he was not expecting. Was he expecting her to be there?
Well, I mean, I think they've been there from the get-go. Yeah. But he's been like, everybody needs to watch OAN instead of Fox, because he's been so angry at Fox lately. So, I mean, it was a great exchange, and you can see that whole thing on our website, chicksontheright.com.
Yeah, she was awesome. And then she was not having the whole letter thing that she got either.
She wrote the best response to it.
Her response to it was just
also on our website. You got to see it. You got to read it.
Yeah, she was like, all the offs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
An update on how this whole stimulus is going to work. You guys, it's dumber than we even thought. Now, the good neus.
Well, you hate children.
Right, and retarees, right? This is the new group of people that we apparently
hate children, according to Elizabeth.
So there is a salary cap, which that's good news, right? Like, you're supposed to base this on, not just sending everybody a check, but sending people who actually need the money. Okay, so McConnell said this stimulus plan would pay Americans $1,200 per person, $2,400 per couple, but it is phased down at an adjusted gross income threshold of $75,000 for individuals and $150,000 per couple. So if you make $150,000 as a couple, you don't get any money, which seems fine, right? Except that the way that they are deciding who's going to get the payments is on 2018's tax returns. So you may have had a fantastic year in 2018.
But it may be sucking now.
And you may have just lost your job because of the coronavirus.
And you don't get
any, and now you don't have any help.
You don't get any money.
This is so dumb.
This doesn't make any sense.
Oh my God.
This is not how this should work. This is why we were asking the questions, because of course the federal government screws everything up. This is why we asked the damn questions. And this is why they can't do anything. They are so inept, I swear. Ugh.
How they should be doing this at a very minimum is not based on tax returns from 2 years ago,
2018,
but on who are the people who are filing for unemployment insurance right now.
Yeah,
those are clearly the people who have lost their jobs due to the virus. That's who needs the help.
Exactly.
I cannot believe this
doesn't make any sense. I don't understand what they're doing.
I cannot believe it.
And they're like, oh, this is based on not everybody. And sometimes people are contractors. Sometimes people do like monthly jobs. I mean, that's what I did for a long time before I had this job. I was not a salaried employee. I was a contract employee, and I loved that work. I did contract work. I did like 6 months here, 6 months there, and I loved it. That's how I did things. And I hopped from, contract to contract, and I would hop from city to city sometimes too. And that, I loved it, and I did really well doing that. Sometimes people do that. So
my sister does that right now.
Yeah.
She's been a contractor and now has no hours because of this virus. Mm-hmm. So she's not going to get any assistance because of her 2018 returns.
Exactly.
How much sense does that make?
This doesn't make any sense at all. They have not thought this through, because these people in Washington, they are paid salaries by us, big ass salaries. And so they don't understand how the real person works. They don't get it. Because they've never had real jobs. They don't understand.
Oh my God.
These people are worthless.
It is amazing, the level of incompetence that we are seeing.
And this is why we asked the questions the other day. This is why we were bringing up questions the other day, because there's going to be a lot of wasted money on people who don't need it, and then we're still going to have people who are in dire straits, who are in desperate need of money, and they're not going to get it. But you hate children.
Yeah, it's because we don't want people who need help to get help. That's what some idiot out here watching right now is going to say.
Because we're clout chasing.
Right, because we're chasing clout.
I don't know what that means.
God, it's so dumb.
Yeah.
None of you guys are idiots. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the liberals that come watch us after the fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're the ones that are horrible.
Exactly.
It is Q&A day. I have one question to bring to us from our website followers, because they like to put in their questions in advance. Mike wanted to know, now that so many people that we work with aren't coming to work, they're working from home, would we be taking this time to take advantage of that and move into a bigger office? I was and I just thought to myself, our office is huge, actually.
Our office is
really big.
Yeah, our office is really big.
So we have no plans to move.
No, and it would be such a giant pain in the butt to move. We have so much crap in this office that we've accumulated over the past. We're like hoarders in this office. And over the past, almost 7 years, we've accumulated a lot of stuff. Yeah. When we first moved in, I remember it was very neat and tidy. And
your side is much better than mine.
Yeah, I'm definitely I'm a tidy person.
I am not.
She's definitely not. Messy. Yeah, she's a little messy.
Very cluttery is how I am.
She is a clutter bug, and I am a little more organized.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So no, we have no plans to move. And plus, because look, we have stuff like this just floating around. Our Bernie Sanders toilet paper. We have gifts from y'all.
We get books all the time from people too.
Yeah.
We get all sorts of books. And Terry Stacy's office. Don't even get us started. That
oh my
office.
God!
Talk about a clutter bug.
Well, because she's been here for 30-some years.
Yeah,
right?
It's like 30 years worth of stuff is in that office. Like if you said you have to move today, I think that she would just break down and lose her mind.
She'd be in some trouble. She would need some help.
Yeah.
My shirt says, "Sorry, I'm late. I saw a dog." All right. What questions?
Do you think non-essential retail companies should be closing due to Corona?
Like like clothing stores and the like?
Like a Bath and Body Works or a clothing store, or like I see, I drive by on my way to work, I see boutiques and stuff like that, and it makes me sad for these people, these small businesses that are closing down because of the virus.
It's so hard to.
They have to. I would hope
in a lot of places they have to, right?
They have to. I would hope that they can. I would hope that there's some way that they can bolster their online sales. I would hope that those people have the ability to do that, and I hope that there are a lot of people out there who are buying things online or trying to. The people that can right now, that they are trying to bolster that online retail economy.
Yeah.
I hope that they're doing that.
Yes, Rob, because otherwise, if you don't say anything, people will just be like, that guy's stalking, and it's weird, so say something.
Or they're like, that guy's so hot.
What is it?
These senators that sold the stock.
Oh, I know. That's a whole other story. So I have that in the Dianne Feinstein, and who else? It was Dianne Feinstein.
Richard Burr, who's an asshole.
Yes, Richard Burr and James Inhofe.
Kelly Loeffler.
And Kelly Loeffler. All of them dumped hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions of dollars in stock starting on February 13th, and they reinvested. In some cases, they reinvested in companies that are now benefiting from this crisis. So it's like insider trading, and it's worse, and I don't understand how they can't all be going to jail.
Because they write the rules.
Oh my God.
They write
it's
the rules.
Nuts. That is nuts.
But then I'm the bad guy for saying this thing is completely rigged and they knew about it and they did nothing about it.
Wait, what's rigged?
The whole thing. They knew about this a long time ago. These people always make money at our expense.
You mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, duh. Yeah, of course.
I mean, how do you explain this?
How do you explain the fact that these people are public servants and they get out as gajillionaires? I mean, they all do this.
I knew Richard Burr when I did talk radio in North Carolina. Can I say?
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, he's a dick.
You know what else you can say? You can say Kung Flu.
You can say
in
that.
These parts.
Yeah, you can
we
say
are
that.
no longer allowed to say it on the air,
Yeah,
you
we're
guys.
not allowed to say that.
So we're going to get it out of our
Can
system.
I say fuck that guy?
Oh my God,
Okay,
Rob!
If you could just not go all the
No,
way
if you
there.
can just like not do that on our Facebook Live. There are kids out there.
Yeah, that's right.
There are kids.
They're all at school.
No, they're
No,
not
they're
in
not.
school. You don't have kids. Nobody's in school
I thought
right
the governor
now.
said everybody had to go back to school till May 1st.
No, no.
Did I read that wrong?
Reverse.
No.
Oh.
Hey, Lisa.
Yeah, so we're gonna call it the Chinese virus as much as we want in our Facebook Lives because our Facebook Lives are not dictated by our radio station. However, our radio show is, and we are only allowed to refer to it as coronavirus or COVID-19
We
on our
have
radio
to. We
show
have to
now.
only say those two things. But it is. I want everybody to know that it is still from China.
Right, and it is
originated.
still the Kung Flu.
It originated in China.
That's right. All right, back to questions.
Yeah, I mean, if Facebook may shut us down, because
You think?
Well, yeah,
Are they, like, mad about it, too?
Zuckerberg may get mad about that because he's kind of liberal. He gets all pissy about that stuff.
I cannot
right?
believe that this is what everybody is so focused on.
Yeah, because that's what we should be focused on, right?
God. All right, I just heard about the 2 R's on Fox. Why didn't they mention everyone? The 2 R's
The
on
two
Fox.
R's on
I don't
Fox.
know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
My phone service has been horrible. You all froze. Yeah, I mean, sometimes... I haven't seen the little notification come up that we're frozen on our end, though.
Oh my God, Bobby, we have to get a new hot water heater too. We're getting one in a week. Same thing with us. Same exact thing happened. I know it sucks, right? You're home and you're like quarantined with all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, I can't go on vacation this year. Might as well buy a new freaking hot water heater.
That's the worst.
That's great.
That is the worst.
Yeah, I feel you. I totally feel you.
Are you guys like me where anytime you even have the slightest sniffle or tickle in your throat, you're convinced you're dying?
Totally.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not
I'm
alone.
right there. Because, I mean, I have allergies all the time. I'm constantly, like, a sinus girl. I'm constant. We're always like, oh, I'm so phlegmy. Because we're on the air and we're constantly clearing our throats. So, like, for the past 2 weeks, I've been like, oh, God. I mean,
now everybody's so paranoid.
I'm so
right?
paranoid
It's so
now.
easy
So
to get
paranoid.
all-
Because I'm tickle in the throat, girl. I'm constantly, like,
Jim
drainage.
says go tankless water heater. I agree. If you can go tankless, I would.
Tankless?
Highly,
Okay.
highly
All right,
recommend.
we're fast track plumbing, heating, and air conditioning is coming to my house in the next couple days to replace it. My husband, I've got him hooked up with them because that's who endorses us. And I don't know what we're buying, but we're buying something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ours is, we have an old one in the basement, and we're getting a new one. I don't know what they do. I have no idea.
They
I don't-
heat your water.
I know, but I don't know. I don't know anything about that stuff. I just want something that makes my water very hot.
Chrissy Teigen is a sea hag, indeed. I don't know. I didn't see who said that, but they are right.
That's in our
And
template
gonna
today.
be
We're talking
that.
about Chrissy Teigen today and how she's just terrible. Don't you find it interesting that Chrissy Teigen focuses on the fact that Melania is a wife bot and she's just is like, she feels like she's useless and she's a wife bot when in fact Chrissy Teigen only is famous because of her husband? Don't you guys find that?
Well, to be fair,
Really?
she was what is
She
it?
was a sports-
Sports
She
Illustrated.
was like in one issue.
but she was a cover girl, like before John Legend. So I mean, she
Yeah, but then
modeled.
like that's how they met, and then she
Right.
immediately became a wife bot.
right.
So I find it interesting that like the very thing that she hates Melania for is the thing that she is in
Yeah.
essence. Isn't it interesting how the people like you hate somebody so much for what you actually are?
Yeah.
I just find that interesting. It's not
That's
like
just
she's
a lack
well
of
educated
self-awareness.
and like she's doing. I mean, you're doing cookbooks because your husband is super successful. It's not like she's doing.
I don't know that what she's contributing other than
I know,
just
it's-
being awful.
It's not like
Awful
you're
on
in
social
Mensa,
media.
lady. I mean, give me a break. God.
What other questions do you have? Yes, tankless, great energy savings.
It's true. My hot water heater. I know. Everybody's so excited about my hot water heater. I know. Everybody's so excited.
And someone said, you don't need a hot water heater because that means you already have hot water. You just need a water heater.
Okay. Sorry.
And then of course other people are like, why are you sitting so close?
It's
I don't know how many
redundant
times
because
we
I'm going to
answer
have to
that
say it.
question.
We're always close, okay? This is just what's going to happen.
Gosh.
Two weddings were broken up in Lakewood, New Jersey. You know, I heard something this morning about how they're already talking, people that have weddings in April and May. Can you imagine?
I cannot.
Because my wedding anniversary is in April, and I can't imagine that would have happened to us.
Oh,
Think about it. It would have happened to us.
Oh my gosh, that's just the worst.
Although we had like 10 people at our wedding, so
you probably could have still had
we
it.
probably could have still had it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of comments about Chrissy Teigen and
Her
water
cookbook
heaters
was on
now.
clearance at my local Target. Oh
Any
my God.
other
I saw something
questions?
about how if you can't get toilet paper, you should think about investing in a bidet.
Oh yeah, that's probably not a bad idea
That's
right
what
now.
people are talking
my,
about
my main
bidets.
bathroom, most of my bathrooms actually are teeny tiny because I have a really old house, so there's no way one would ever fit. That's the problem about that.
Do you know if Robbie Williams is okay?
He is okay, but he is quarantined from his entire family. But luckily, he has a mega mansion, so like he's in one wing of the house, and then his wife and kiddos are in another wing, and they're all.
I feel like celebrities are
fine.
okay in
Like,
that respect because
yeah.
they have these gigantor houses and they can live in different wings.
Right.
You're never going to get sick of your family that way. It's like living in, a hotel.
Yeah, exactly. So he's doing just fine. Actually, he did a live concert on Instagram Live yesterday, which was really sweet. He sang to everybody, and there was like 10,000 people in the room. And I was like, this is kind of nice that it's like a face-to-face concert. Your hair looks beautiful.
Oh, wow, that's sweet. That's very, very sweet. I don't know who said that. It was very nice. I didn't see that comment.
Funerals too. Oh, I can't imagine.
I feel so bad for people.
Cannot imagine.
So, my God, that's heartbreaking.
My friend's wedding is this
Oh my
weekend.
gosh, her wedding is this
We'll just kind of keep it on the DL, right? So like you don't get shut down.
Oh my God.
You can get the bidet that goes right on your existing toilet. I didn't know that was a thing. I thought it was like a whole separate bowl.
Wow, lots of
didn't know you
bidets
could do
are being
that.
sold on Amazon right now. Hooks onto your toilet.
Wow.
There you go. That's what a lot of people are doing.
The
They're-
2 meds that could slow the virus.
I think there's more than 2, and they're antivirals that are like for malaria and Ebola.
HIV.
HIV, that's right.
And so I know that they're looking into those. I don't know that it's something that can be in like widespread use right away, but it's great that they're looking at all their options.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yep, and the FDA obviously is like cutting their time of
They're
trying
fast
to,
tracking.
which is interesting because if we can get them to cut time on this, then maybe we can get them to cut time on other things in the future.
Yes, keep ICU nurses, direct care, and physicians in your prayers, and nurses for sure. I mean, just
Totally.
basically anyone involved in the medical profession. They're in the most danger right now, and
Yeah.
they're at the most risk,
Yeah.
and we need all of them.
And
to
also
stay well.
our truck drivers and the people who get food to us, our farmers and our ranchers, people like that. Obviously those people are way more important than we're finding out. I put a meme on my wall yesterday that these people are obviously we're finding out or seeing firsthand how they're way more important than celebrities and all these other yahoos that people have been elevating over the past however many years.
Good morning from Texas. Going to work today to do ultrasounds at your local crisis pregnancy center. God bless you. That's so nice.
That is.
2 of my friends have lost parents, and they are doing gravesides and delaying memorials. I hate stories like that. By the way, if you need a pick-me-up, I just posted like some of the most favorite hilarious videos that I saw on Twitter on our website, chicksontheright.com, so you can go look at those if you just need a laugh break, because I think everybody does right now. What else?
My husband and I had our wedding renewal plan for March. Oh, that's nice. My husband and I did
20
that
years.
too.
It's
We
my
did
20th this year too.
That's nice. we did a vow renewal back like in June of a couple years ago. My husband and I did that. We want to do it like every 7 years. It's really great.
Begging for masks. Gosh, I mean it's the shortage of supplies right now that's a huge worry, right? And just the overload of the healthcare system. Rich people will panic, get the meds like Tamiflu a few years ago. Was there like a huge rich run on Tamiflu? I don't
remember that. Somebody asked if the celebrities should bail out the movie theaters. I think that's
an interesting idea.
A very interesting idea.
A lot.
It's
I mean,
very
who was it? It
interesting
was Universal. At least is starting to release their new releases online, right? Like, so you can actually pay $20 to watch a new release in your house. So they're trying to recoup some of their losses that way. Garbage collectors, yes. Thank you for garbage collectors too. I saw somebody's family member was a garbage collector. They deserve massive props too. I mean, there's so many professions that have to keep going, right?
Yeah.
And so they're all important. Y'all are all important.
Yeah. What is your favorite meme you've seen this week?
I love the one from Babylon Bee about stuff you can't say, and like how you can't call the virus the Chinese flu and stuff. And so they have alternate things that you can call them, and they're all so hilarious. That's in that same post at chicksontheright.com. You can see it. It's my favorite.
I think mine is are tortillas flushable? Asking for a friend.
That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Crazy how the food runs in the local. I don't even know when grocery stores restock or like when the best time is to go. I have no idea at this point when to even try to get
maybe
food.
If you can find a 24-hour one that's like 2 a.m, you can go.
I don't think any of them are open now overnight,
Yeah,
right?
Are they not?
I feel like they're all 7 until 10.
Are they?
7 a.m. until 10 p.m. At least around here.
Oh, her college graduation.
All
was
the graduations.
Canceled.
I mean, everything is canceled, and it just seems like everywhere. And now California, the whole state is apparently on lockdown, whatever that means to Gavin Newsom. I mean, he's shutting the whole state down, saying everybody needs to stay
Well, I
home.
hope that they actually pay attention to him, because I have a kid that lives in California, and he and his girlfriend, his girlfriend was telling me the other day that they're not really paying attention to that. They weren't up until, I don't know, maybe they will now, but she was like, listen, in San Francisco, they were it was sort of just business as usual, because a lot of the employers were, just treating their employees like essential employees, and so they were still driving into work and doing the regular things, and so that is going to defeat the whole purpose of quarantine. Yeah, you got to stay home. You got to do the things that they're telling you to do, and if people are not doing that, it's going to continue to spread.
Chloroquine was out of stock at a wholesaler over a month ago. Wow, that's from a pharmacist who says that. That's about one of those new drugs. I think that was the malaria one, if I'm not mistaken. Those are, yes, if you are healthy, donate blood. That's something I want to try to do this weekend.
Yeah.
The Red Cross is desperate for every blood type. If you can make an appointment to donate some blood, that's like a really, really important thing to try to do. Brewing beer for the masses at Anheuser-Busch. Of course you are, and God bless you for it.
That's awesome. That is so awesome.
Movie theaters have lost money because a lot of celebrities are
libtard asshats.
I didn't see the rest of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My 50th class reunion is toast.
Won't live to make 100. Maybe you guys can do like a 51st.
Yeah, and just kind of pretend.
Yeah,
right?
maybe you can do like a 51st or a 52nd and just pretend it was your 50th. I think a lot of people are going to have to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt wants to know if Indiana will go on lockdown like California. Listen, I would not put anything like off the table.
Yeah.
It just things are going to get bad before they get better.
Mm-hmm. When a whole state is on lockdown, how do they get groceries? Delivery.
And that's also the exception. Usually lockdown means you only go to the grocery or or pharmacist, and then everything else is closed.
But we've been doing delivery, and it's been working out pretty good for us. We've done delivery twice now with our local Kroger, and I like it. In fact, I kind of want to keep doing it when it's done.
Restricted into 3 or 4 states. Oh, a trucker. Restricted to 3 or 4 states. That's interesting.
They're shutting them down. Beer cured what?
Beer cured the Black Plague. By the way, it's plague of color. So if you could make sure to not call it the Black Plague.
Don't call it that. That's racist. That's racist.
I learned that from
you, sir, are racist. Yeah.
Good drive-in. We had that idea, right? A couple weeks ago. We're like, we need to have more drive-in movies.
Well, I was saying that the drive-in that's down where I live in Franklin, Indiana, they just need to open now. They just because they open in the summertime, and why don't they just open now? Because it's
nobody cares how cold it is. You're going to be in your car.
You're going to be in your car anyway. Just open it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, open it. And I would go. I would totally go just to get out of my freaking house with my kid.
A school teacher. This is like one of the first times she's gotten to see us live because she's normally in school.
Oh yeah,
hi teacher.
Hi there.
Jimmy John's delivery driver.
Oh my God, you're freaky fast. You are freaky fast.
I love it. I love Jimmy John's.
Oh my God, we both do. We have one right around the corner from the studio. We obviously haven't been there in a while, but we love us some Jimmy John's.
One of my favorite restaurants here, close to Broad Ripple in Indianapolis, everybody's sending emails, right, about how they're dealing with this whole thing. And they said that they were now going to start doing family-style meals, curbside, for curbside pickup. Because they're like, thank you so much for continuing to support your local restaurants and eateries, and here's how we're trying to help. And it's just like heartwarming to see how everybody is managing, right? And kind of coming together and trying to help everybody else.
What's on your playlist?
Robbie Williams.
Can't touch this. That's actually really good.
Oh, I get it. You can't touch this.
Yeah, that's
Don't
really
touch your
good.
face. You know, my mom watches these every morning, and she's like, "You touch your face so much," and I'm like, "I know, I can't," but I'm constantly sanitizing. So,
Your mom. It's okay, Mom. It's all right. Everything's fine.
What else? What other questions? What do you think our new normal will be? Well, hopefully not this.
You know, it's interesting because I like being able to see my daughter a lot more. As I know, a lot of people are going stir crazy with their kids and everything, but I don't mind it so much. The only thing that I hate is that she's not able to play, or I play a sport. She's a swimmer. She's not able to do her sport. That's the only negative of seeing her so much. But otherwise, the new normal is, I guess, I'm used to washing my hands like every 2 seconds and sanitizing all the time and cleaning all the time, which, you know, and I guess, you know, we're getting a lot, we're like this as a family now, you know, we always were pretty close, but now we're like this, you know, so I think you got to find positives in every negative situation, right?
But I don't know what a new normal will be like, because what is going to happen to this economy because of the stimulus and the way that it's being done, I don't know how we recover from that.
Well, I hope that we don't depend on China as much.
Yeah.
I think that would be the big takeaway from this country. If we do, then we're dumb. We need to stop depending on them.
There needs to be such huge consequences for China.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to the extent that we can just extricate ourselves instantly and fully from everything that we use them for,
yeah,
the better, right? Because what a horrible, horrible, horrible government that is.
Yeah.
Keep government employees. Oh, I missed the rest of that.
We homeschool anyway. My kids are mad they still have school. Yeah. I mean, listen, there are a lot of kids out there who are doing the e-learning, but they're not really doing the e-learning. You know, they're doing it, but they're doing like maybe an hour and a half a day and then they're done. So this is kind of a vacation for a lot of kids. Let's face it. And so I think for a lot of the homeschool kids out there, they're like, really? We're still going 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
So it's, you know.
That's right. Teach your kids to cook, sew, knit, and crochet. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to do any of those things.
Well, yeah. My daughter actually, she baked for like an hour yesterday. I'm going to start teaching her piano starting next week. I've got some piano books coming. We're going to do a lot of those sorts of things just to keep her really, but she is very busy like I am. She likes to keep doing things. She doesn't want to just sit on a computer all day. So I'm very fortunate in that respect.
Canada instead of China, please and thank you. I'm assuming that means what, like trade and whatnot? I don't know.
Do we have to do things?
We have things to do.
Okay, we have things to do, you guys. He's starting to.
Wow, he's so strict.
So very strict, you guys. Okay, we hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. You know, watch all the movies, listen to all of our podcasts.
Yeah, binge listen to our podcast.
Play all the board games. What did he say?
What?
Richard Burr's a dick.
Oh my God. Play all the board games. Enjoy your family. And does Avon make an industrial strength hand sanitizer? I don't know. I'm sure there's an Avon person on here that can answer that question, but I am not the person to answer that. They probably do though. And you guys have a fantastic weekend. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. We made it through week 1. We're going to make it through more weeks.
We can do this.
We can do it.
We got this.
We do. You guys have a great weekend. Bye. Bye.